Biden administration to fund programs to hand out crack pipes. That has to be your typical Fox News alt-right propaganda, right? Let's check out another website. Reports of Biden's taxpayer-funded crack pipes draw scrutiny. Biden administration to fund the distribution of crack pipes and syringes to promote racial equity. For free? Gee willikers! Thanks, Joe! Yeah, I'll try it out right now. It's made in China. It has fentanyl. Your tax dollars at work. When I first heard the story and sent it to my friends' group chat, none of them believed me. They thought I was CNNing them. But of course I wasn't. I'm not fake news, so I sent them a bigger screenshot of a lot of different news articles talking about the same thing. Alas, it is true. Joey B is funding the crack epidemic. So let's read, Fox News would be a little biased. I agree, so let's read something that gives the benefit of the doubt to the Biden regime. From the Daily Mail. The Biden administration denies funding programs that hand out crack pipes to prevent infection and promote racial equity. Oh, you deny it? Let's see. The $30 million grant program will distribute funds to nonprofits and local governments to make drug use safer and advance racial equity. Included in the grant is money to purchase safe smoking kits and supplies. A spokesperson for the HHS said included in the kits could be pipes for users to smoke substances like crack cocaine and crystal methamphetamine. There could potentially be a pipe in there that you could use to smoke crack with, but I wouldn't know if to tell you. I don't know any better. I'm just a spokesperson for the HHS. Handing out pipes is also intended to prompt users to smoke rather than inject themselves with some substances, like meth, as injection is far, far riskier. But you know what? I don't know if this is a good idea. I mean, we are trying to encourage people to get vaccinated, right? I mean, what better way of getting more people vaccinated than getting them used to needles? Let's hand out syringes to everybody. Everybody. It is against the law to sell or distribute drug paraphernalia, including such pipes, unless authorized by state, local, or federal law. So you see, this whole big government thing, it's weird to me because, yeah, I like law and order, but I am not okay with the idea that, the government has a monopoly on violence. They can kill you, you can't kill them. Not that I want to commit violence on anyone, but hey, if a cop is wrong, I want to defend myself. And the same thing we have here. You can't sell a crack pipe, but I, big Joey government, I can sell a crack pipe. No, better yet, I'll use your taxpayer money to give other people crack pipes. You got a problem with that? Sorry. All you liberals that voted for Biden because he was going to cancel my student debt. No, he wasn't going to cancel your student debt. But he is going to spend $30 million on safe smoking kits and supplies, which could include crack pipes to smoke crack and methamphetamines. Now, of course, I'm making Joey Robinette Biden look like such an asshole, such a bad guy, using your taxpayer monies to, instead of fighting the war on drugs, which I'm not cool with. I think the drug on wars is a bad idea. These guys just straight out giving people syringes and crack pipes. What's next? You're going to give them crack? Probably. But yeah, I'm being a little unfair because it's not that Joey Biden is being an asshole or incompetent. It's that he wants his son, Hunter, to have friends. You see, Hunter, he's lived a troubled life. Very troubled. You see, the white privilege he has wasn't enough. He had elite privilege. He had political privilege. And he squandered all of it, making sketchy deals with the Ukrainians and the Chinese, smoking crack, as you can see here. No, wrong picture. Smoking crack, as you can see here, prostitutes, pedophilia, some would say. What a monster this guy is. But he's either trying to make more friends for Hunter, more addicts, more friends for Hunter, or he's trying to destigmatize smoking crack. So next time people say, hey, your son's a crackhead, he can be like, so everyone's son's a crackhead. Of course, that's just a dumb theory, but I thought I'd mention it. Something I did find particularly interesting is that Snopes said that this story was mostly false. How could it be? Did Biden administration fund crack pipes to advance racial equity? News reports in February 2022 grossly misrepresented the facts about a federal harm reduction program, which, by the way, how beautiful is it how they manipulate you with words? Federal harm reduction program. In reality, they're just giving, crack pipes and syringes to drug addicts. But they make it sound nice. So why is this false? They claim in early 2022, the Biden administration endeavored to advance racial equity by distributing crack pipes to drug users. Mostly false. Oh, really? Let's see your explanation. What is true? In 2022, a U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Substance Abuse Harm Reduction grant did require recipients to provide safer smoking kits to existing drug users. In distribution grants, priority would be given to applicants serving historically underserved communities. However, what's false? That was just one of around 20 components of the grant program and far from its most prominent or important one, despite being the primary focus of outrage news reports. The purpose of the program was to reduce harm and the risk of infection among drug users, not to advance racial equity, although that was a secondary consideration. So let's break this down a bit. This was just one of 20 components, meaning this is true, but there's also more to the story, so it's not false. This is not the most important prominent part or the most important one, even though it brought outrage. Why did it bring outrage? Because it is outrageous taxpayer money to buy crack pipes. Well, let's keep breaking it down. The purpose of the program was to reduce harm, not to advance racial equity. Although, that was a secondary consideration. Come on, that's bullshit. That was the main consideration, and then, you say, hey, this is going to look bad. So you said it's a second. Fake news, no matter how you look at it. And another thing that I found interesting about this story, and we're almost done, it's a short story, short, sweet, and beautiful, is this. Crack is a historically black drug, as we've heard before, and rightfully so. Criminal laws in the United States have a tendency to be a bit racist. For example, crack is criminalized. The years you'll spend in prison are a lot higher if you smoke crack than if you do cocaine. It's basically the same drug. Difference, white people do cocaine, mostly. Black people, instead of cocaine, do crack. Those laws were racist. So what's Joe doing? Joe is fueling the epidemic of crack heads in the black community and not black community. But I think it's important to say in the black community because he's doing it in Black History Month. And I found that funny. Because I find humor in darkness. And that's it for the story. It's like 7-8 minutes long. Short, sweet, to the point. Joe Biden is giving federal tax money to crackheads. So that's good, I guess. That's good. Your money's being put to good use. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, your most valuable resource. If you like what you saw, follow me on, everything. YouTube, Twitter, BitChute, Odyssey, Minds. But most importantly, Twitter. Because that's where you get me every day. The videos don't come out every day. Twitter, that's every day, bro. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next time.